zoals we allemaal al hebben gehoord, is de headliner van Parkpop Sinead O'Connor. En laat die nou net even langs zijn gekomen in Amsterdam, in Paradiso, om te spelen. En wij konden haar daardoor aan de tand voelen. We're here because you're playing at Parkpop, the festival. Do you know anything about Parkpop?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, it's a free festival in The Hague, and we have a picture of it.
Wow.
You're the headliner.
Shit. That's a lot of people. Oh my god. That's a lot of people.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Well, we don't know if they're all going to turn up, do we?
If it's nice weather,
There might be like 5 people there.
I'm gonna marry my love. We'll be happy for a long time. We're gonna have 6 children and enough love for them that they'll be happy all the time. I won't believe in love, they're mine.
how do you feel about festivals, playing at festivals?
I love festivals are my favourite gigs actually because there's no sound check usually. I don't know if headliners get a sound check, but anyone who's not headlining, there's no sound check, so you just turn up about half an hour before you go on, plug in and play, and it's really filthy, dirty rock and roll. It's usually raining, it's filthy, muddy, and it's proper rock and roll. No sound check is the best thing ever. Like if you were playing in theatres, I know it would be your worst nightmare as a musician. But
Why?
I don't know why in a festival. Well, in a festival situation, you've no choice, which is another great thing about it. So you just have to bloody deal with it, like. But yeah, we can all be fussy when we play theatres and all. I know we want to sound like that, we want to sound like that, but it's great. It's just dirty rock and roll when it's a festival, yeah.
I will, I will, I will, I will. I do, I do, I do, I do. Got a public pink dress on.
And is there any ritual you do before you go on stage?
I always have a massage because I have back injuries, so it helps me breathe better, and a lot of praying, truly. Yeah.
Truly, for the show to go well.
Yeah, for certain things, yeah. And then I try to continue that during the show in my mind because that helps. So.
Come down with me. Come when you need me. But for now.
Was it different to make this album acquired to previous ones?
It was in that it's the first time that I let a producer just completely take over. Because it's John Reynolds, who's my ex-husband, but he's also my son's father, the son that's your age. And but we're like best mates, and he's a fantastic producer. So I just like wrote some songs at home, and then I went to John's in London, and I just sang them with a click. And then John put the whole album together. I just went home. I made 3 visits, and I left it to John. And I feel almost guilty when people say I made a great record, because I didn't, because John made a great record.
But isn't that scary? It's your feelings, your thoughts.
Not when it's John. No.
And all you ever have to do to bring me to you is come down with me.
There are a lot of people with a lot of opinions, and I was just wondering how, in all this madness, is it to be Sinead O'Connor?
Well, it's great fun, to be fair.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's only fun?
Well, that's good, isn't it? That's great. I get to make music. I love making music. I love playing live. You know, I'm excited and happy, and you know, I've got 4 lovely kids. I've got a great life. You know, a very lucky girl. So.
And how about the negativity?
I don't focus on it anymore. I focused on it when I was younger, because as you get older, you learn that it's a waste of time. Like, you know, so you're really in control of what your mind focuses on. Plus, it's great when you're making music and you're doing the thing you really love. Then nothing really negative can ever get. It's like a bubble. You know, it's too exciting. Like.
On the 4th and the 5th, I'm gonna marry my love. I will be happy for a long time.
As I said, I've read your tour journal. Yeah. You wrote, and I quote, "There's way more interesting stuff going on behind any tour than on stage." Do you have any good stories for us?
Well, you see, it's true what I said there. None of us can tell the stories till we retire. We can't tell them. But what I really mean is that, the audience get to see the show. But in order to get that show on, there's a whole load of people behind the artist, whether it's crew or management or record companies and all. There's a whole ton of people that make it possible for that to happen. And an awful lot of them are really incredible characters, completely lunatic music business characters that nobody ever hears about, So
It's a shame, though.
so it's more about that. But oh God, no! I mean, look, if tour buses could talk, like everybody has stories, but none of us could probably tell most of them until we're retired or a lot of people are dead.
I'm going down to the church on the 4th and Vine. I'm gonna
But I've read also that you're gonna write a book called No Solids.
Well, I'm hoping that someone. I've had this idea for ages, and I don't know if I can do it. But yeah.
Can you explain what we mean?
Well, I suppose it'd be better to direct people to my site. Oh, I should put something on the site about it being for over 18s, shouldn't I? I never.
No.
Well, basically, go on my website and read Tour Diary number 8, I believe. Tour Diary number 8, but it's not for the under 18s. Nobody knows this, but you're not allowed to take a poop on a tour bus. No, nobody on earth is allowed to take a poop on a tour bus, which makes for some very funny stories when it comes to trying to take a poop on tour. So I had this idea for ages that you'd write to, but it's only going to be funny if it's huge stars, that you'd write to all these huge stars and get them to give you one taking a poop on tour story, which would be really funny. But I don't think it's going to be me that'll do it, because I don't think anyone's going to reply to me writing that letter. So I don't know who could do it, but somebody has to do it. It'd be the greatest rock and roll book ever.